Hello, lovely people. This is Nicole.
And this is Samantha.
With the power of we are here to switch it up and teach you about business, relationships, and how to not only survive, but make it in Los Angeles.
In each episode, we will have top influential guests from the world of real estate. We work hard,
We stage hard.
and we get it done.
The power of we. This episode is brought to you by Lindsay Hoffbuhr, a passionate advocate for well-being, balance, and intentional living. Lindsay inspires others to prioritize their health and embrace a life filled with purpose and gratitude. Connect with her on Instagram at Lindsay Hoffbuhr to follow her journey and learn how you too can live a more balanced and joyful life.
Well, thank God for that. Hi, boo-boo.
Hi.
I'm crying already.
How are you?
I can't believe you're 27.
I know, I'm
How's
old.
that possible? I'm 27.
I know. I think you are. You
Oh my God, I really do. I really
do.
think I am.
But you're not.
Well, you know what? You keep me young.
Yeah, I do.
So I'm so excited about our guest today.
I know. And
Are
we get to
you?
talk about
You're
beauty and
such
health.
This
So
is
excited.
all you. You
Yes.
love this stuff.
Good.
Lindsay Hoffbuhr is a wellness entrepreneur, speaker, and former optometrist who made the bold decision to pivot her life and career to help others improve their health, mindset, and overall quality of life. What we love about Lindsay is her honesty about change, what it takes to start over, build something meaningful, and stay aligned with who you really are, even when it's uncomfortable. Welcome, Lindsay.
Thank you.
Yay.
Goodness. Thank you.
So
So
excited to have you on.
So grateful
to
you're
see you
here.
both in real life. Thank you so much. I adore everything that you guys are about and the variety of topics you have. And I love health and wellness, and I'm excited to dive in.
Oh
So
my
excited.
gosh.
No,
you
I have
first?
to start. Yeah.
Okay,
I
go.
have to know how you changed from optometry to health and
Yes.
wellness. That's like,
Well,
that's a big change.
it wasn't planned, but I'm super passionate
And
about
you're probably much more happy.
way happier. Well,
Yeah.
and I adore you too also because I am a girl mom and I have two young daughters.
Oh, I love that.
They're now 12 and 14, so I'm in the fun
Wow.
teenage years. But when I kind of switched gears and I found this company called Isogenics, I mean, this is the company that brought me out of the exam room and into their little arms, their little nurseries. They were ages 1 and 3. And it wasn't that I was dissatisfied. I knew I wanted to be an eye doctor from the time I was 9 years old.
Wow.
And blazed through all, college, all the years, got the degrees and started practicing. But I didn't love the lack of time freedom.
Got it.
I didn't love having a boss, turns out.
Yeah.
And I did not earn what I was worth. And I knew that at a very young age.
Yeah.
So you must be an entrepreneur.
But I didn't know that I was. It's like this covert entrepreneurship, right?
Right.
I think there's so many hidden. I mean, you grew up with a mom who's an entrepreneur, which is
Right.
such an amazing viewpoint.
Yeah.
I grew up with very hardworking class parents, and I was a latchkey kid. So
Right.
entrepreneurship wasn't really part of my
That's so funny.
vocabulary.
That's the second person that has said latchkey kid.
Yes.
On
Nicole,
the,
Nicole probably doesn't
and
know
I
what that
still
means.
doesn't
forgot
even know
what
what
it
it
is,
means. And let me
honestly.
tell you, I think Casey Kasem was saying
Yeah,
she
she
was
was.
a latchkey kid too. And
Yes.
that was my
You
generation.
said that.
Yes,
So
well, we just
funny.
walked home
Yeah.
from school and got our afternoon snack and did our
right.
homework, and our parents, 9 to 5.
Yeah.
So growing up with an entrepreneurial mindset wasn't
Yeah.
part of the game, but when you become a mom, your heart changes, your priorities change, and this opportunity walked into my life. I wasn't looking for it. I think that's
Wow.
important for a lot of
Interesting, yeah.
I
women,
love that.
especially young moms, to really realize that maybe you don't even know you're looking for something, but don't deny what
Exactly.
might show up.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And I fell in love with making a little side money, but it was fun. I was able to help people proactively take care of their health
Yeah.
rather than retroactively, which is basically what we do in healthcare.
Right.
Right.
So I was addicted to the results I was seeing in clients and customers. I was earning more than I was earning after 8 years of college.
Wow.
And I had this freedom.
Yeah.
So little by little, I worked one day less at the office and in that exam room and poured one more day into Isogenics, brought my girls home from daycare one day less. So it wasn't overnight. It was little by little,
Yeah.
a 5-day work week down to a 4-day work week.
Right.
And that's that's really kind of how it fell into place. But I think a lot of it is just knowing what you're worth.
Yeah, that's
Well, that is so important. That's
It
what
is.
I teach the girls all the time.
And
You
there's-
have to go into any appointment and with security.
Yep.
With feeling good about yourself.
Totally.
Because if you don't, somebody else is going to pick up on that energy.
Oh, absolutely. Or they're going to take advantage of you. I always say healthcare eats their young. A lot of industries eat their young, right? Because you get out of school or
Yeah, so
training
true.
and you don't even know what you're supposed to be earning. And that's just the mistake we're seeing these young 20s, mid 20s making, is that they just aren't confident enough to know their value.
Yeah.
So if we can teach them that, your mom taught you that.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm working hard to teach my girls that.
Yeah.
Hopefully they can bypass that and save a lot of time.
And it takes
True.
a long time. It's not, I mean, listeners, if you're listening, it's not overnight. It's constant.
Right.
Yeah.
It's actually a lot
Right.
about what I'm going to say. Why do you think so many people struggle to stay consistent with healthy habits? Or teaching, young people to be consistent about how they feel about themselves.
Exactly.
I'm constantly trying to make my team see they're amazing, they're worth it, they're everything. So what do you think about this?
Well, so consistency. I don't think lack of or hardship with consistency has to do with the lack of discipline, which we usually jump to that. Oh, that person's just
That's
not
interesting.
disciplined. I think it's a design flaw. I think that when people are poor with consistency in regards to their health, they haven't designed a life that enables that consistency to take place.
I love this. I
Right?
love
well,
this.
and design, of
This
course.
is so-
Design is your
but-
wheelhouse.
No, but this is
think
so
about
true.
that.
Yeah, it makes
Because
sense,
even
though.
my fiance, right? He's in great shape, and he always eats not so great, and he thinks he's eating great. And I'm like, and now that
And
I'm
you're in
showing
that
him,
environment,
right?
right?
And I'm
Yes.
trying to show him you need protein, vegetables, and he eats it, and he's great, but he doesn't understand the other side.
Right. Well, and at some point it could catch up with us. too.
Exactly.
So it's the home environment. Is it designed healthfully? Do you have the fruit and veggies in the fridge?
Yeah, I think
Do you
that's a good
have
point.
that stuff in your
and
cupboard?
It's like education. A lot of people aren't educated
Absolutely.
on what's healthy and what's not.
And we live in a time where all of that information is at our fingertips.
Right.
So it's learning what we need to learn and what is healthy.
But I will be honest with you, like you brought us this amazing stuff, and
can't wait for you to
I
try.
look at it and I go, "Oh my God, what does all that mean?" That
Right.
just freaks
So
me
you can
out
be overwhelmed.
because
Nicole will help you.
yes, but it's like if I think there should be like a quick cheat sheet that
Right.
says in the morning you have this collagen and it,
Yes.
So that really helps
Well,
people.
and that gets to be my role as a health expert.
Right.
And
Wow.
it's always so great when you have, whether it's a nutritionist or a dietitian or a health expert or a product expert, right, with the companies. I can tell you it with my eyes closed exactly what you need and when to take it and make your job easy. But I get to be that virtual support. I mean,
Right.
I always say I communicate for a living. I spend my time texting, phone call, emails
Right.
with customers and prospective customers. And
so you're
just
basically
teaching
like
them.
a coach.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yep.
You're a coach
glorified
for-
coach.
And is it different, like depending on how old you are, how much you weigh? Does everything
Absolutely.
change?
Goals, right.
Right.
And goals have shifted, you guys. When I started in this
Yeah.
industry 12 years ago, our main products and what I coached and helped with was weight loss. Think 12 years
Yeah.
ago.
Right.
You were living your best life, right? But we remember 12 years ago, the health industry was
Yeah.
completely different. Now I say we have solutions for anything you need. Poor sleep, I got you. Hair growth or nail growth health, I got you. Weight loss, sure. Getting your protein intake in each day, I've got you. So now the focus in the health and wellness space is solution based,
Right.
Love that.
not just weight loss.
Yeah, which is nice.
It's a decade can change everything.
And what about everyone's on the GL whatever,
Correct, yes.
and we need to make sure our muscles are
muscle
still there.
wasting,
Yeah.
hair
That's
loss,
huge.
Yeah.
right? The face,
Right.
the sunken face.
Yeah.
So we at Isogenics, we are hugely supportive. We have GLP-1 packs and systems, and it's designed for that max nourishment. So you're not eating as much. We want to maximize the density of your nutrition. We want to make sure you're getting greens, you're getting that protein, you're getting your collagen, and support what your body needs during that time of transition on that medicated weight loss, whether it's forever or it's a finite amount of time. We
Right.
see everything with it.
Yeah.
It truly is a miracle.
Wait, and how long has Isogenics been around?
2002.
Nice.
So for a long time, almost 25 years.
And I'm sure there's lots of, facts behind it.
Well, we do a lot of clinical research, and that's
great.
something that really sets us apart. So we have about 25 published and peer-reviewed clinical trials on our products. So they're science-based. And that's really why I even took a look at these products.
Yeah.
I was not going to eat anything out of a package.
Right.
Have you ladies done the Whole30?
No.
Whole30 is a really
is it?
hard... it's a really hard eating protocol. And I was in the thick of that when these products were introduced. And I was so brainwashed by that diet
Yeah.
Well,
that
that's
I
the
couldn't.
problem.
Well, there's
All
so
these
many-
diets
Very
make me
brainwashed.
nuts.
It's overwhelming.
I mean, I'm older
There's
than
so
you,
many different
let me
diets.
tell you, I've done it all.
You've seen it all, right? I
Yeah,
think
right?
Atkins,
Yeah,
South
she's done
Beach,
everything.
keto.
Oh, come on.
Everything. Yeah, you've literally tried everything.
She remembers.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
Whatever was or wasn't in the kitchen at that time.
Exactly.
Right?
So your brain gets confused. You're like, okay, wait, should I be having the baked potato with the cottage cheese and the broccoli? Or should I be doing the chicken and the little broccoli and
And
the
the
kale
bacon.
salad?
Yeah.
And the bacon. Like, I have no idea at this point.
Well, I feel like everyone talks about now how protein is like
Yes.
the most important thing for your
Yes.
diet. And why is that?
Which
it
is,
can be
you want to hear
so
something crazy?
overwhelming. Yeah.
She was a...
I was a vegetarian for
Were you?
20 years. I'm only 27. I
Oh my
stopped eating when I was 7.
goodness.
And I just started eating meat.
How's it
Wait,
going?
over. I'm 25 years I was vegetarian.
I know, I'm
Whatever,
freaking
something like
out.
that. Yeah.
I'm
Wild.
worried.
So
Yeah.
you made that decision as a very young girl.
I did as a very young girl because it used to hurt my stomach for some reason.
Okay.
And then this year, everyone's like protein. And I
Yeah.
noticed like I don't have as much energy. I notice I'm always cold. I have like all these like major issues,
Right.
but things that are making me uncomfortable. So I was like, let me try to eat chicken.
How'd
And
it
I've been
go?
eating meat, and honestly, I have more energy than I've
Good.
ever had.
It is that
Really?
protein.
Yeah.
I mean, it's our most
It is.
important
'Cause
macronutrient.
It's hard to get protein in when you're
It's
not eating
so hard
meat.
when you're a vegetarian. You
Yeah.
have to work twice
to work
as
hard
hard.
for it.
You really
Exactly.
do. But that can be a really big transition for the body. So
is,
really
yeah.
happy for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But protein helps our metabolic rate. Right. So it's going to help us burn the calories we want to burn.
Right.
Right.
It's that satiation. So it keeps us full longer.
Right.
We're less snacky.
Yeah.
And it's the
But what about the
foundational building
cholesterol
blocks.
and all that? That's what I waver
Right.
back and forth because I'm like, as I'm getting older, they're like, oh, your cholesterol is getting high. And I'm like, I don't even eat steak. I eat chicken and ground
Right.
turkey. What the frick?
Well, and that pendulum is constantly swinging.
Yeah.
Like, don't eat sodium and salt.
Yeah.
Don't eat, high
Right.
cholesterol
It's
foods.
nuts.
Do eat. Wait, it doesn't affect you. And then
Yeah.
you have the genetic factors.
I think
where
that's
it's so
part of
out
the
of so
thing.
many people's control.
Yeah.
That's the
That,
thing.
that
yeah.
cholesterol has to be an impossibility for medical doctors to treat.
Right.
And I think if you're eating a well-balanced diet and you're staying active and you're not overweight, you're doing the best you possibly can
Right.
when it comes to that.
And you know what else is great? I don't know if you know, like we've noticed since the Kardashians came and the big butt came out, now everyone's more voluptuous. I used to
Yes.
I have a butt, so I'd walk around and like, oh, I would just want to cut it off.
Yes.
And now I wanted a flat butt so bad my whole life.
It's so funny you say that because my nickname in high school was Bubble Butt.
Really?
I was a
love that.
cheerleader, but I just and we joke. My husband has a pretty good booty too. He'll die that I'm saying that. But I look at our kids, our girls, and I'm like, where are those booties? We gave you good genes. But there's an era, the '90s, where it was not cool.
No,
you
was
did
not cool.
No, for
And
sure.
now we want it.
Yeah,
Now we
well,
try
and
really
also,
hard.
I see more women are more, voluptuous. Even I've been
Yes.
losing a weight because I'm getting married.
You look incredible,
And he's
Samantha.
like, you're getting too skinny. I'm like, oh, okay, that's a good one. You
Guys
you can
like a little
oh my
something
God.
though.
Sure.
They do.
Yeah,
And
it's
it
so
shows
funny.
just, a figure and having a little life.
Yeah.
And I think we've lost a lot of that in America just
Yeah.
with all the ways to lose weight now that
Right.
And do you
it
think
can
that
happen.
It correlates to like social media as well.
Absolutely.
Oh, God.
Oh my goodness. So for
I feel
us,
sorry
it
for you
was
right now with social
so
media and
hard.
teenagers. No,
it's
thank
you.
really,
Jeez.
really overwhelming. We're really trying to protect them with that.
Yeah.
But this wouldn't have affected you, Nicole, but Samantha and I, we were the Barbie generation. So your goal as a teenager, we didn't have the internet or social media.
Right.
No.
But you looked to whatever Mattel
Right.
Barbies were putting out, and that's the
Exactly.
figure you wanted. And it was
Exactly.
unobtainable back
Right.
then.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right? I think
Yeah,
it's more
it's so
obtainable
true.
now, sadly. But
Yeah.
I really focus in my life now at 41 and being a girl mom. I watch what I say. We don't want
Yeah.
to talk about weight and harm our girls'
Right.
mindsets around that. And my husband being in the medical field as well, it's longevity.
Yeah.
So I focus on what can I do for longevity? How can I eat? What vitamins can I take? How can I
Right.
move and
Right.
exercise so that you,
Yes.
us moms,
Yes.
can live forever for
Yeah.
our kiddos?
And it's so funny because I go to Next Health, which is like
Yes.
a wellness place, and they put me on so many vitamins. I'm
Isn't
just
it
like,
hard?
oh my God, how do you do this
And
every
how do
day?
you know what vitamins to take?
They
That's what I don't
actually
understand.
test
It's
your
overwhelming.
blood,
Right, it
and
is.
they actually
Yes.
see like
Yeah.
my vitamin D was low, my vitamin B was low, and then they gave me what to sleep with
Melatonin?
No,
Magnesium?
Oh, magnesium's wonderful.
That's a good one,
That's
right?
a
Yeah.
supplement
Yeah.
we use at Isogenics daily.
It's so interesting to me.
So what do you
It
take
is.
daily?
Well, magnesium daily, absolutely. I take a supplement called Natural Accelerator that helps our body's natural metabolism. And then it's your general women multivitamins. I take eye health vitamins that help with eye health. And then NAD. I'm a huge proponent
We're
of
taking
NAD.
NAD too.
Good.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I
take
never
that.
understand. We had someone on the podcast that has NAD. Gorgeous woman, love her.
Yeah.
And I take it, but I'm like, how do I know if it's working?
Well, you really don't. It works at the cellular level. So
Okay.
it's an item that's heavily correlated with just our DNA, our health of our cells, our telomere length.
Wow.
It is a very protective. So it's not you take it and you feel anything.
Right.
And that's what makes it hard because it's an investment. NAD, for anyone listening, is not inexpensive.
Yeah.
But it's a huge component to that longevity piece. And I'm going to be around a long time.
Yeah.
You're going to be around a long time.
Well,
What do you
and
think?
so will Fernando because I give it to him. He doesn't
Good.
even know what he's taking.
Good.
Yeah. What about the difference between like when you get an IV with
Yes.
NADs or
Oh,
taking
yeah.
it like
That's a
orally?
great-
I've heard
That's
that
a very
question.
good question.
Yeah.
Intravenous is going to be much more effective.
Right.
So at the end of the day, if you have access to that, and there's so many IV nurses
Yeah.
and home call. There's so many
I know, but it
people
does
that do
freak
it now.
me out a little bit.
Well, and that's really costly, but it's also
It
a
is,
time
yeah.
thing. And it's something
Yeah.
you have to keep up on weekly.
Oh, you
It's
do?
not a one-hit thing. I get an IV once a month with just a whole bunch of good
Yeah.
stuff that I
Right.
love for my body. But to think of keeping up on something weekly, But if you're taking a very good bioavailable NAD supplement, then your body's going to put it to work. It's just not at the concentration that IV. So
Right.
that's a very good question, Nicole. If you can do IV, do it. But
So,
some's better than
Do you
another
others.
guys
question.
have the pills?
We have pills.
Okay, cool.
Yep. Yes.
Wow, I'm
And they're,
excited.
and they're
I'm just
beautiful.
excited to check out my
Thank
beauty
you. I
pack.
know.
I don't even know what all this is.
So what's the
but
collagen
help me.
elixir?
Oh my gosh, ladies.
Which one's that?
That is my
purple one.
favorite product.
Yeah. The
So
what?
collagen elixir. It's that one. It's beautiful. It's our
Yay.
beauty product. So our collagen elixir is type 1. So that's your hair, skin, nails. So I had
Oh.
extensions for years.
I was literally gonna
And-
ask. Your hair is so
No,
pretty.
it's all natural. Thank you. And I'll have to show you my before photos because it
Please.
was fried off by a hairstylist a number of years ago. So we had to regrow.
What is it? A
But
liquid or
it's
what?
a liquid. It's individually bottled liquid. It tastes like white grape juice.
So you're saying
it's
that
so
you've been
good.
taking this and
That's
you
it.
you had extensions like all of us,
Right.
And it grew
gonna
back.
try
It did. Oh, it absolutely did.
so
It
trying
absolutely
this.
did.
I need to order
I'll
this.
show you when we're done. My
Okay.
before and afters.
That's
but
impressive.
It's the deal is collagen's everywhere, you guys. So I know it's overwhelming. There's powdered collagen. There's bovine collagen. There's 1,000 different types of collagen, and it's overwhelming. But they're
Right.
not all one and the same. So liquid collagen is most bioavailable. That means when you drink it, your body can put it to use.
Okay.
Powdered collagen, you're completely wasting your time. It's
Really?
going
Good.
in and it's going out.
Good.
Interesting.
I'm
Well,
so
that's
glad
great
you're
to
saying
know.
the truth
And
here.
the source of the collagen, so ours is marine collagen. It's
Okay.
harvested from the scales on cod, had, and pollock in
Does it taste
Scandinavia. And we source
Wow.
it from Scandinavia because they're the cleanest waters in the world. And so it's
Wow.
non-toxic collagen, right? You don't want to
That's
eat
amazing.
a product that's filled with toxins.
pretty good, too.
Isn't it good?
Yeah.
Wow,
it's
you're
even
already drinking
it's even
it?
better
It's good,
cold.
honestly.
So that's my little 7 a.m. treat every morning before I have my first protein
kinda like
shake.
This
dessert.
is just for your hair.
And skin and nails. So
Okay.
it helps with fine
Well, you're selling
lines.
us already.
Oh, it's just so
need
good. And it's way more affordable than extensions. I always say, because I've done both. I've lived both lives.
Yeah.
And nail health is just insane. And I don't have a manicure right now or
What
anything
about
on.
what
But
about eyebrow?
Honestly,
health?
it tastes really good.
it grows your lashes. It grows your brows. It
Oh,
grows.
thank God!
I mean,
because I have a little hole here that's
not-
driving me crazy.
We got fixed up for the wedding.
Yeah.
You can't even see it from here.
great.
But that product changed the name of the game for us because it took a health and wellness company into the beauty space.
Yeah.
It enables hairstylists, estheticians to have a completely entrepreneurial stream of income that's separate from their time in the exam room, right? So they trade straight up time for money. God bless them. We need them. But there's not a way to make an extra stream of income without selling a product. And this is a product that clients fall in love with, and then they become loyal customers to really help. I'm so passionate about women earning money. I'm just, so this has been just a game changer for us. So
Nice.
It's amazing. Wait, let's go through this hack here.
What does I want to ask this. What does living a truly aligned life mean to you?
An aligned life. Well, doesn't that change over seasons, right? I think about when I first started as an entrepreneur 10, 12 years ago, I don't think there was any alignment. When you're building a brand or building a business, you're just kind of all in.
Yeah.
And I think back to that time, I didn't have a good balance with my kids. They were so little and they were daycare. I had to go back to the exam room and see patients when they were both 6 weeks old. So they were daycare babies. And then when I started this side business, it took more time. So I would say there was no alignment. And if you're in the beginning stages of building anything, I wouldn't worry too much about that. But the goal is to achieve that, I think, as soon as possible. And for me, honestly, it's scheduling and it's protecting the time that needs to be protected.
Yeah,
This
I
is
get
true
that.
because I used to stage houses and pick them up at 3 so she could do dance,
And bring them with
singing,
yes.
baseball for my son, all of that. So
And then by the time you got
it
home,
can be done. Everybody,
it can absolutely be done
for sure.
And those moments, I'm in the thick of that, bring me so much joy. I mean,
and it's important that you have your own thing.
Oh, it
Mothers
is.
need to have their own thing.
Yeah.
When I have a lot of moms that, just girls that just have kids and then they leave and then they call me. They're like, oh my God, this is so hard. I kind of want to come back to work. I'm like, exactly. You have to have your own career.
You do.
You do. Because if you just are 100% mom,
you get lost.
You lose yourself.
You get lost.
It's really tough.
I said when I left a full-time practice and was just an entrepreneur full-time that I am a very good 70% of the time mom. I'm a terrible 100% of the time mom. So I needed something that I was so passionate about. You guys are so passionate about your businesses that filled me up, that made me a better person when I was around my kids.
Yes. Yeah.
So alignment, 100%. I think, is protecting in your season of life what needs to be protected for now.
And it's also teaching them that, like I taught her, like, you know what, you don't have to rely on anybody. You can do everything yourself.
Yes.
But a partner is, you don't need a partner, you want a partner,
Exactly.
right? And you guys are partners for a reason, right? And I used to make her at 16 go dress up in Elite Home Staging and sit at tables at 6 a.m.
Yeah.
Do you have vivid memories of that?
Yes,
What
I
a
do.
cool way to grow up, Nicole.
Yeah,
seriously.
it was a great
You
way.
have the best example of just
did. I
hard
learned a
work and
lot.
passion.
I think watching both of my parents are entrepreneurs actually, and watching them both start their companies and seeing it from nothing, and they're both very successful now.
That's so
over
neat.
27 years. It's just been an incredible thing to watch, and
I
I
love
think
that.
also just seeing like how growth changes. You know, it takes hard work and dedication. I think that's one of the things people are like, oh, people have money if you don't see it, or people or kids maybe who come from money, they don't understand that like there takes so much work to get there.
So
and that's
much
one of the things
work.
I was able to actually see.
And you were able to witness that firsthand
and not
remember
quitting.
that.
And not quitting, sticking
and
to
seeing like
what
the hard
you're doing.
times and the good times.
Yeah.
And, like,
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think that's
well,
important.
and the initial investment and knowing
Right.
that you have to give a lot of your soul, your savings, whatever it might be to start
Exactly.
something.
Yeah.
And that's what makes it so fulfilling
And I
rewarding.
think the most important thing in business is you will always go up. You're going to come down, but you're going to go back up.
Yes.
As long as you don't quit.
But that's hard to learn. I had to learn that too. I mean, it was up, 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 up. And it was the first kind of, year 2, 3 in that I experienced a dip. It was like, I just thought it was that good forever. And it really is. But you definitely don't quit. I've seen so many people leave this industry way too soon, right before that absolute
Or any
beauty.
industry.
Completely. That I've witnessed that sticking it out.
True.
Again, showing my daughters what this all means. I mean, I had little Post-it notes in my bag. Good luck today, mommy. And just how cool that we get to be that example.
Yes.
And I think there's a lot of professions.
I
mean,
love
my
that
parents
you're
were great.
a mom of 2 girls. And
Yes.
it's so important that you're showing your girls this, because I think a lot of times moms get stuck in their routine and the kids are just there.
Yeah.
And it's easy to do that.
It's so easy. So easy.
It's very easy to do that. But by the way that they're letting you know good luck and all that, that's really impressive.
They're
You should
witnessing
be
it.
very proud of yourself.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I love seeing that.
I
That's
really
amazing.
well, and I try to bring them to events and speaking engagements when I can. They had a cameo on stage with me about 5 years ago. They were very little and of course super shy, but just showing them that they can switch gears. They don't have to go to college in the way that I did. They can follow their passions.
They don't even have to go to college at all.
Correct. Like,
You know
I
what
mean,
I'm
the
saying?
pendulum, when I grew up and graduated high school, that is what you did.
Yeah.
There was no other option.
There was no option. I mean, I was like, oh my God, I don't even know how I got through college. Let's get something.
Well, I mean, we had some fun times. It was fun. It was definitely very fun.
I mean,
but there
even-
was no option to not.
No.
And
Yeah.
now we have such an emphasis on trade schools,
true.
entrepreneurship,
Yeah.
following families' businesses,
Right.
that degree just means so very little.
Yeah.
And most don't know
it's
what
so
they want to
true.
do
Which is
at
honestly,
18.
it's so true.
I mean, you
I had
wanted
no
to be a
idea what I wanted
journalist.
to do. I didn't know what I wanted to
And
do
you still
at all.
could if you
Yeah.
go back to that. I mean,
But we do it. We do it right
The
now.
podcast did come in handy
Yeah.
with the journalism degree,
Yeah.
but I didn't know what I wanted to do at all.
And I don't think you should have to at that age.
Yeah,
Right.
It's
and I think
rare.
that's like the hardest part is like people feel so pressured to make that decision, and they think that has to be their entire life,
Right.
Because you're putting a lot of money into these schools too.
Well, and trust me, when I
Yeah.
left eye care, there was some serious pushback
Yeah.
from some people that just
I bet.
didn't understand. Like,
Oh,
why
yeah.
would you ever
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
leave this or that
Right.
degree for? And it will always be there. I stay licensed.
Yeah.
I'm cramming with getting through my continuing ed right now.
Yeah.
Like, it's still there. It's still
Right.
a part of you. You can't undo that years
Right.
of knowledge.
Yeah,
But what's
Exactly.
But
important is that you're
pushback.
following your passion.
And that's what a lot of people
yeah.
don't understand. The narrow-minded thinking, the
I
traditional.
will say with college though, it did teach me how to like
Organized.
organize myself in a structure, and I
Yeah,
did learn
show
a lot.
up.
Yeah, and show
Yes.
up. But I think more than anything about the actual degree I got, like nothing about like I don't know the journalism,
Right.
But like how to like be I don't know show up, and I think that's the most important part.
and be a professional.
And be a professional, and that
And-
all of that. Yeah,
I mean, but think of that degree could funnel into anything and everything.
really could,
Right.
I mean, you chose wisely
Right.
because,
Yeah.
there's
Yeah.
a lot of just basic,
Right.
fumbling through the degrees or wasting money. That was one thing I put
Yeah.
myself through college. I was not going to waste any money. I mean,
Yeah.
that was, I knew that what I needed to do, I needed to
Right.
commit to.
Yeah.
And I don't think kids should have that pressure either anymore. If they could explore.
yeah.
That's
That'd be way
amazing.
better. Yeah.
So let's jump back to isogenics.
Yeah, yeah.
So you feel like this has really helped people.
Beyond.
So give
beyond.
me in 3 words what it's done for people.
Vitality, longevity, confidence.
Wow.
I don't think there's anything that funnels confidence more than feeling healthy on the inside.
Yeah.
And that's not a one size fits all.
And
We know
how do you
that.
get your clients?
A lot of social media, absolutely. Referrals, community events, traveling, showing up. My flight attendant on the plane here asked about my hair, and instantly we exchanged information. And so it's just it's just wearing your brand. I mean,
Yes.
you ladies have to wear your brand.
Exactly.
And it's just kind of always being open. I want to say be open to the sale. I mean, I am in sales. At the end of the
Right.
day,
Yeah.
it is sales.
We all are.
And it's always cute when people deny that when they're
Yeah.
really in sales.
Right.
I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, that's cute. But no, we are in sales.
Right.
But it's fun sales and it's
Right.
meaningful. And I know without a shadow of a doubt that I can help that person
Yeah.
if they so let me.
Because
and that
you have confidence.
confidence
And
and,
you believe
posture
what
and
you're
belief.
selling. Yeah.
Right.
Absolutely. Could we ever sell something we didn't
No,
believe in?
yeah.
No.
agree
Like,
with
I
that.
mean,
That's a big part.
I look at, amazing industries like pharmaceutical reps and
Yeah.
these people that do sales on behalf of another
Right.
company, like how much harder that would be when
yeah.
you can turn around and be super passionate about
Yeah.
something
true.
else. So
well, I'm telling you right now, you sold me. I'm gonna try that
I
hair.
can't wait.
I've
I've
been
got you.
trying it
Got you,
every day,
girls.
too.
And then we'll post about it and let
love
you
it.
know if
Thank
it's
you.
really working.
Thank you. I appreciate you both
But
so
your
much.
hair
You
is
inspire
stunning,
me.
seriously.
Thank
Yeah.
you. It really,
That's
it's real. I promise.
That's
but
very
it's been a
exciting.
journey. So, and that's what we have to give things time.
Right,
We
yeah.
cannot have a microwave mentality or mindset, right?
So my last question, I guess,
Yeah.
is if someone had to pick 3 products from you, what products would you recommend them
That's a
getting?
great question.
Ooh, that's a very good question. So our collagen elixir, hands
Okay.
down, it's so transformative. Right now, under the umbrella of protein is the concept of clear protein. Have you
Okay.
girls heard of it?
No,
No.
what is that?
So clear protein, think like healthy Gatorade. I mean,
Yeah.
imagine a healthy Gatorade,
Okay.
but 20 grams of protein.
but
wow.
really, does that really put protein in?
Okay, so 20 grams. Not Gatorade, but our product.
But you see,
it's in water.
Protein on these bars,
Right.
protein in these drinks.
Right.
Like, I never believe anything.
Well, not all protein is created equal, right?
Right.
It's how good of quality is the
Exactly.
protein.
Yeah, good point.
Our protein is sourced from New Zealand. We call them happy cows, our whey protein. So
And
again,
so it's liquid?
It's clean. This is liquid. So it's literally water. It's flavored water, but there's
Wow.
20 grams of protein
Wow.
and only 90 calories.
Wow.
So that's huge for our GLP-1
Yeah.
users as well,
Right.
because they need protein.
I need that as well.
But we have 2 flavors. It's incredible. So that collagen elixir and that clear protein are probably 2 of our biggest products right now. And then the world of creatine. And I do not have to open that can of worms right now for
I
time's
love
sake.
creatine.
But everybody needs creatine.
What
Yeah.
the hell is
Literally
that?
everybody
I don't
needs
even know what that
creatine.
But isn't there a different creatine for women and men, or is that just
No,
something
not
I've heard?
necessarily.
Okay.
No.
Slow down, back up. What is
Well,
that?
creatine is again a big building block of muscles
Yeah.
and just a foundational component of our bodies.
It reminds me of when the guys used to
Bodybuild.
build
Thank you.
bodybuild.
That's what it was for years.
Yeah.
That's all. When you
Yeah.
heard creatine, you heard,
Yeah.
big bodybuilders.
Yeah.
It is for everyone
Yeah.
now, especially for perimenopausal, postmenopausal women.
Really?
Women
That's
women
big.
facing osteoporosis.
Yeah.
Children can safely have, you as an adult, you only need 5 grams a day. It's a flavorless powder, but it can go in anything.
So if I wanted to order this, how does
Mm-hmm.
it work? So but you send a pack, a month supply, a week supply? How does it work?
Very good question. We can curate any specific order via a personal cart for the client, and it's a link you check out on. And generally, it's a 1 month supply.
Okay.
Generally, customers are ordering once a
Yeah.
month, every 30 days, and you set up a wholesale account through myself and Isogenics, and then you can log on and order anytime you want. So you're in control of the ordering, just like all online ordering.
Yeah.
Amazon. I did my Costco order yesterday. You're in complete control of it, but you get the wholesale prices and it ships to your doorstep. And that's
great.
something we're super proud of, because who doesn't want to get products to their doorstep?
Right,
Like we
right.
love that. I mean, get my groceries to my doorstep now.
And so,
So nice.
So then your clients, do you deal with them directly
Correct.
after they've been using that?
Yep, I get
So
to be their
How does
person.
that work? So you guys, if you're interested in this, she could help you. So
Yes,
tell us
thank
how
you
that
so
works.
much. Well, again, we talk about your goals and your needs, and I curate the perfect recommendations for you. We talk budget. We talk, price points, absolutely.
Right.
Needs, allergies, aversions, support you have within the home or not. Sometimes those husbands don't like to be very supportive. And just dial in a very specific order that meets all of those needs, and that's where we start.
Got it.
And goals matter, right? Again,
Yeah.
do we want to sleep better? Do we want to put on muscle? Do we want to lose weight? I work with women who need to gain weight, like gain healthy weight,
Yeah.
or just to reinvent the daily habits.
Nice.
Incorporate just protocols and a little bit of nutrition. It can be as much or as little product as a person wants.
Wow.
So it's
this
all
is so
specific.
informative.
Yeah.
I can't wait to order everything.
Thank you.
Okay, I
Of
have one
course.
more question about your energy drink you were talking
Yes.
about when you got here.
Okay.
Is that better than coffee?
Well,
Different?
I love coffee,
Okay.
and we have an organic coffee at Isogenics
Oh, okay.
that I drink every day. So I'm a huge coffee advocate. I will never tell anyone to quit their coffee. I might encourage you to quit like your 20-ounce caramel macchiato. Like
Okay,
there's
yeah.
a limit, right?
Right.
But we have 2 forms of energy drinks. We have a canned beverage that's a 12-ounce. Think like your Red Bull, but it's healthy. It's no
Nice.
toxins in it. Very clean energy, safe for your heart, safe for all ages. So we know that our younger population, our teens, are really into energy drinks right now.
Yes.
So it's a
Right.
clean way to give them what they want and make sure that they're staying healthy.
Got
the
it.
shot that you have in your bag is a little energy shot. So most of us have heard of 5-Hour Energy.
Yes.
Those little bottles that are
Scared
kind
of
of
that.
like, those are kind of chemical shitstorms.
Yeah,
that- I don't know.
But this is all natural. It's yerba mate caffeine, and it's loaded with adaptogens. So it
nice.
helps your stress.
So
it
try
helps your
it and let me know
energy.
how that goes.
Okay.
And I carry them with me everywhere. I had one right before I came on. So those are our
Nice.
2 main energy sources.
Very
But it's a
exciting.
huge, that's huge in health and wellness right now,
Yeah.
as people want their energy.
Definitely.
Well,
we're
this
pulling
is
to-
very exciting.
I'm so
Thank you
excited to order
both.
everything, honestly.
Thank you both so
How is
much.
she
I
gonna-
appreciate you.
If you guys are listening and you want to find her,
yeah,
how do
find
we
me on
find
Instagram.
you?
Well, Instagram is a very easy way to do that. So at Lindsay Hoffbuhr, or My Daily Health, or lindsayhoffbuhr.com. And you can reach me through my
Amazing.
website.
Thank you
Thank
so
you so
much.
much.
This was so
This was
informative. I can't wait to
incredible.
try it.
Awesome. I appreciate you both.
Thank
Take
you.
care.